Show with Danny Bouc, driver of the, I guess the number 6 this year, because I'm not sure you're going to have your own car. You weren't talking about it, but
yeah, we're gonna have our own 32. I'm not sure if it'll be ready in time for the beginning of the season or not. I'm kind of waiting that out right now and just seeing how things fall. But eventually, I'll have my own 32 car out there, and I'm not sure if we're going to run for points yet anywhere. We'll probably start the year out in New Egypt if everything's ready in time, and start at New Egypt, see how that goes. Maybe hit a couple of those Bridgeport races at the beginning of the year also, and just focus on Craig and Leslie's stuff this year mostly, and just get their car going. I feel like I kind of owe them a win. We've been so close so many times with that car, and we've been working really, really hard on it and spending a lot of money. So I think this year is going to be the year we're going to just really focus on his stuff and hopefully get a win.
well, last year, you were very fast on that car last year. You only had the one motor you pretty much used all year because the other motor didn't even last warm-ups in Georgetown at the beginning of the year. So hopefully you'll be more prepared and you can get it up there towards the front.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's kind of what we're working on right now. I was planning on going to Florida, and I'm going to skip that just to be better prepared for the whole season. We're going to have 2 fresh motors from the get-go. Last year we kind of only had that one, and it broke right away. So then we were really kind of scrambling that first month of racing, trying to get things going. So, we're going to have a brand new car for him, and hopefully two fresh motors, and hopefully everything stays together. I just feel like we had, not that it was anything we did or he did last year or any of our, parts, but it just was bad luck, just stuff, brand new parts breaking, and, sometimes you can't prevent that. So hopefully this year we get a little bit better luck of things going a little smoother, and, hopefully we can get a win.
You finished 12th in the Short Track Super Series South, points last year. You plan on running that again with Craig and Leslie's car?
Yeah, definitely. I'm doing the whole South Tour. I want to try to do more of the North races, because hopefully our combination for our good motor that we have is a little bit better on the smaller tracks and the bigger tracks. It's a little bit easier of a combination to run than those open 358s I was running last year. So I'm definitely doing the whole South Tour. And try to do as many of the North races that I can get to, work permitting during the week. It's kind of tough to get to some of them shows in the middle of summer there. But we're going to do what we can do and hit as many races as we can do with his car. And like I said, just kind of see how things go with my own program and try not to burn myself out. I wore myself out pretty good last year, but we had a lot of bad luck. I was changing motors quite often, and the weekly stuff in New Egypt wasn't going super smooth for me, so it's tough when things don't go right, especially being a smaller team, like we are. I don't have that much help to do, the maintenance and stuff in the shop like that. But, we'll do the best we can. We'll keep working hard at it, and hopefully things go a little smoother this year.
Yeah, I hope so, for your sake. And you got a good, with Craig and Leslie, you got a good pair of car owners behind you, and, they help you out a lot.
Yeah, they've been great. Like I said, I kind of let a win go at Bridgeport the first year I was racing for him, and looking back now, we were so close to winning one again down there this year, and now the big track's gone, which was kind of his, it suited his motors very, very well, that big track. So, we'll kind of see how it goes this year. But, yeah, we've been really fast, and finishing 12th in Short Track Super Series points was kind of a letdown for me, but we only finished 2 races the whole year, and those 2 races I was, in contention to win both times. So it's been a really, it was a trying year, but this winter's gone really, really good with being able to get good equipment and spares and things, back up and going. I feel definitely more confident than I did last year going into, with having the equipment to be able to do all these races. And, we'll just see how it goes, because sometimes just the bad luck, that black cloud just kind of seems to follow me everywhere I go. But we'll see how it goes.
Well, sometimes you cause some of that yourself, but going to, we talked last year. I visited your shop and right before the season, and you were busy putting 2 cars together, plus your own car together. Yep. This year you seem to be a little more regimented, I guess, or more ahead of the game, and that should help you out starting the season off.
Yeah, we switched to Bicknell this year for my car and for Craig's car, and just kind of having all the same stuff really, really helps me out, and being able to get the parts and put everything together and have cars go together really, really smooth. I mean, Randy and everybody at Bicknell does a great job engineering, great parts and great cars that literally it took me 4 days to put Craig's car back together a couple weeks ago. So when you have good parts and good quality components like that, it makes my job a lot easier. And just having all the same stuff, makes it go together a lot easier too. And yeah, this winter definitely I've been more regimented in getting things prepared and knowing exactly what I'm going to need to run. I ran 45 races last year, which is pretty crazy for, it's pretty much just me in the shop, and I have Tommy Tanner helping me out, and my dad does a lot of the motor maintenance, but washing the cars, I washed every one of those 45 cars, by myself. So that gets kind of tough, and driving the truck and trailer to every single race, myself, and that stuff can wear on you. But hopefully this year, like I said, I was really excited to go to Florida. I really wanted to do that. Craig and Leslie have a house down there, so we were kind of planning it out, and it just, I think it would have worked out. We would have been ready, but I think I'm going to be just that much more prepared for March. There's a lot of big races in March, so I'll be much more prepared to do them, now, kind of maybe skipping the Florida deal.
All right, it's Danny Bouc here. When you hear that car screaming around the racetrack on the high side, it's probably that Ford and that number 6. So thanks a lot for talking to us, and we'll see you down the road.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully it won't be as loud this year. I got the bigger motors, not the loud ones. So the little motors are the ones we have to turn real hard to try to keep up. So hopefully it won't be loud.